The grand hall of the Celestial Empire had never been this quiet. Thousands of beings from different worlds stood in perfect rows. Some were tall and silver-skinned. Others were covered in scales, feathers, or glowing patterns. All of them were powerful leaders. All of them were afraid. At the center of the hall stood the alien princess. She was calm. Too calm. Her long eyes moved slowly across the room, watching every face, every movement. She did not speak. She did not bow. She simply stood there, her hands folded, her posture straight. Silence followed her like a shadow. Then the doors behind the golden throne opened. The Empress entered. She was old, but her presence was heavy, like gravity itself. Every leader in the hall lowered their head. Even the strongest warriors stepped back. The Empress walked forward, her steps slow and steady. Her eyes were sharp, full of secrets and fear she never showed. She stopped a few steps away from the alien princess. For a long moment, no one spoke. Then the Empress asked the question, "Will you take my daughter?" The words echoed through the hall. Gasps followed. Some leaders looked at each other in shock. Others froze, unable to believe what they had just heard. The Empress, ruler of the most powerful empire, was offering her own daughter, the alien. Princess did not answer. She did not move. She did not even blink. Her silence spread through the room like a cold wave. Seconds passed. Then more. The Empress waited, her face unreadable, but her hands slowly tightened. The silence was worse than a refusal. Whispers began to rise. Why would the Empress ask this? Why now? And why her? The alien princess finally raised her eyes. She looked directly at the Empress, searching her face, as if reading a hidden truth written deep inside her soul. Still, she said nothing. Many in the hall felt fear crawl up their backs. The alien princess was known across the galaxy. She spoke only when words truly mattered. And when she stayed silent, it meant the universe was about to change. The Empress took a slow breath. "You know what is coming," she said quietly. "The stars are shifting. Old empires are breaking." The alien princess remained silent. The Empress stepped closer. Her voice lowered, but every word was clear. "My daughter is not safe here anymore." That shocked the hall even more. If the Empress's daughter was not safe, then no one was. A tall commander stepped forward. "Your Majesty," he said carefully, "our empire has never fallen. No force dares challenge us." The Empress did not look at him. "Humanity does," she replied. "The name alone caused unrest. Humans, once weak, once ignored, now feared." The alien princess's eyes narrowed slightly. This was the first sign of emotion she had shown. The Empress continued, "Humans do not rule through fear. They rule through trust. And that makes them dangerous." The alien princess shifted her weight. Still no words. The Empress's voice became firm. "They do not lie. They do not kneel. And once they give their word, they do not break it." Many leaders looked away. They had learned that truth the hard way. "I cannot protect my daughter from what is coming," the Empress said. "But humans can." The hall fell into chaos. "You would place royal blood into human hands?" Someone shouted. "Their kind cannot be trusted," another said. The Empress raised her hand. The noise stopped instantly. "I trust them more than I trust this council," she said coldly. All eyes turned back to the alien princess. She was humanity's closest ally. She had seen humans at their weakest and strongest. She had fought beside them. She had watched them choose mercy when they could have chosen destruction. Still, she said nothing. The Empress's voice softened. "My daughter will choose her own path. But I ask you, will you guide her to humanity?" The alien princess finally inhaled slowly. The entire galaxy seemed to wait for her answer, but instead of speaking, she turned her gaze toward the stars beyond the tall glass walls of the hall. And in that silence, every leader understood one thing. Whatever her answer would be, nothing would ever be the same again. The council hall slowly emptied, but fear stayed behind. The alien princess walked alone through a long silver corridor. Her steps were quiet, but her thoughts were loud. The Empress's words repeated again and again in her mind. Humans do not lie. They do not kneel. Outside the hall, stars burned like cold fire. She stopped near a wide window and looked into the dark space beyond. This was not the first time humanity had changed the balance of the galaxy. But this time felt different. Long ago, humans were nothing special. They came from a small blue world. Their ships were weak. Their weapons were slow. Many empires laughed at them. Some tried to use them. Others tried to destroy them. The alien princess remembered those days clearly. She had been young then, sent as a watcher to observe new species. Humans were strange. They argued among themselves. They failed often. But when they fell, they stood up again. Always, one memory rose above the rest. A human fleet once stood between her people and destruction. They were outnumbered. Their commanders knew they would lose. Still, they stayed. When asked why, a human captain answered simply, "We gave our word." They lost that battle, but the galaxy never forgot what they did. The corridor lights dimmed as the alien princess continued walking. Guards stepped aside as she passed, their eyes filled with respect. Or fear, maybe both. Behind a sealed door. The Empress waited. The alien princess entered without asking. The Empress stood near a glowing map of the galaxy. Red lights marked rising threats. Too many. Too close. "You came," the Empress said. "I listen," the alien princess replied calmly. The Empress nodded. "Then listen carefully." She touched the map. A cluster of stars pulsed red. "New alliances are forming," the Empress said. "Vampires that hate order. They do not want peace. They want chaos. Why not stop them?" The alien princess asked. The Empress gave a sad smile. "Because they fear humans more than they fear me." That answer surprised her. Humans ended wars without taking thrones, the Empress continued. They broke chains instead of building new ones. That made rulers nervous. The alien princess remembered another moment. Humans once defeated a brutal empire. Everyone expected them to rule after the victory. Instead, they left. They rebuilt cities. They returned power to the people. The galaxy did not understand that kind of strength. They cannot control humans, the Empress said quietly. And what they cannot control, they seek to destroy. The alien princess crossed her arms. "And your daughter?" The Empress's eyes hardened. "She is a symbol. Through her, they can reach me. Through her, they can force war." Silence filled the room again. "She admires humans," the Empress added. "She reads their stories, their history. She believes in their ideas." "That belief is dangerous," the alien princess said. "Yes," the Empress agreed. "But it is also powerful." She turned away from the map. "Humans protect those who choose them, not because of blood. Not because of power, but because of choice." The alien princess thought of human soldiers standing their ground. Human leaders refusing crowns. Human diplomats speaking truth even when it cost them everything. "Other empires will not allow this," she said. "I know," the Empress replied. "That is why I am afraid." For the first time, the Empress looked tired. "If war comes," she said, "my empire will burn first. But humanity will stand last." The alien princess looked at her carefully. "You believe that?" "I have seen it," the Empress said. "So have you." Another memory surfaced. A human world under attack. Evacuation ships damaged. Humans stayed behind so others could escape. They did not ask who deserved saving. They saved everyone. That day, many alien species stopped calling humans weak. "What do you want from me?" the alien princess asked. The Empress met her gaze. "Guide my daughter." Let her see humanity as it truly is, not as conquerors, but as guardians. The alien princess said nothing. The Empress stepped closer. If she chooses them, the galaxy will change. If she does not, then the galaxy will burn. Outside, distant alarms echoed through the capital. The alien princess turned toward the window again. Ships were moving. Fleets were preparing. The future had already started. Finally, she spoke. If your daughter chooses humanity, she said slowly, there will be no turning back. The Empress nodded. I know. Far away, on a quiet station, a young royal looked up at the stars, unaware that her life and the fate of the galaxy was about to change forever, and somewhere beyond known space, something ancient began to move. Asterisk. The Empress's daughter did not live inside the Grand Palace towers. She lived in a quiet wing, far from the throne room, far from the endless meetings and cold power games. From her window, she could see the stars. She liked watching them at night, imagining what kind of people lived among them. Her name was Lyra. She was young but not foolish. She knew she was different from other royal heirs. Most were trained to command armies before they could fully speak. Lyra was trained to listen. She sat alone in a small reading room, surrounded by glowing screens and old data books. Many of them were about one species in particular. Humans. Their stories were strange and simple. They were full of loss, hope, and stubborn courage. Lyra did not understand why humans mattered so much to the galaxy, but she felt that they did. Soft chime broke the silence. Enter, she said. The door opened, and her personal guard stepped inside. My lady, he said carefully, the Empress wishes to see you. Lyra felt her chest tighten. When her mother called her by title, it meant something serious. She followed the guard through long halls of shining stone. Every servant bowed. Every officer stepped aside. Yet Lyra felt smaller with each step. The throne room doors closed behind her. The Empress stood alone. Come closer, the Empress said. Lyra did. Her mother studied her face as if memorizing it. Do you know why I called you here? Lyra shook her head. The Empress spoke slowly. The galaxy is changing, faster than I can control. Lyra said nothing. There are forces rising, the Empress continued. They fear humanity. And they fear what you represent. Lyra's eyes widened. Me? You are my heir, the Empress said. And a symbol. Symbols are dangerous. Lyra swallowed. Have I done something wrong? No, her mother said quickly. You have done something right. She placed a hand on Lyra's shoulder. You see humans as people, not tools. That alone makes you a threat. Lyra remembered watching human broadcasts in secret. Their leaders spoke openly. Their soldiers laughed together before battle. They mourned their dead without shame. They are honest, Lyra said softly. The Empress nodded. And honesty frightens liars. She turned toward the massive star map behind the throne. Red markers pulsed like wounds. If war comes, the Empress said, you will be used against me. Lyra felt fear rise inside her. Then hide me. The Empress shook her head. Hiding only delays the end. Silence filled the room. Would you be afraid, the Empress asked quietly, to leave this empire? Lyra hesitated. Yes. Would you still go, the Empress asked, if it meant saving millions? Lyra looked at the glowing stars. Above them, humans would. The Empress closed her eyes for a moment. When she opened them, they were wet. There is an alien princess, she said. She stands between us and humanity. Lyra looked up. The silent one. Yes, the Empress replied. If she agrees, you may go to human space. Lyra's heart raced. Forever? Perhaps, the Empress said. Lyra took a slow breath. Fear pressed against her chest, but beneath it was something else. Hope. What are humans like, in person? Lyra asked. The Empress smiled faintly. They argue, they fail. They protect strangers as if they were family, Lyra nodded. Then, I will go. The Empress froze. I did not order you. I know, Lyra said. I choose. Those words hung heavy in the air. At that moment, a soft tone echoed through the hall. A message arrived. The alien princess had agreed to meet. Lyra felt her fear return, but stronger now was curiosity. As she walked back toward her chambers, she looked once more at the stars. Somewhere out there, humans lived simple lives, unaware that a royal choice was being made in their name. And far beyond them, unseen eyes watched. The galaxy had decided nothing yet, but the path was opening. The alien princess stood alone on the observation deck of her ship. Stars drifted slowly past the wide glass wall, cold and endless. She had crossed these stars many times, but this journey felt heavier than all the others. Behind her, the quiet hum of human-made engines filled the air. They were simple machines, not elegant, not beautiful, but strong and reliable, very human. Soft step echoed behind her. Lyra entered the room. She did not wear royal armor. She wore simple clothes, light and plain, like a traveler instead of a princess. Her hands were steady, but her eyes carried questions. You wanted to see me, Lyra said. The alien princess turned and studied her. She saw no pride, no hunger for power, only courage wrapped in fear. Yes, she replied. Before you meet humanity, you must understand them, Lyra nodded. I want to. The alien princess gestured toward the stars. Humans have no written rule that binds them all, no single empire, no crown. Then what holds them together? Lyra asked. The alien princess paused. A promise they never speak. She tapped the glass. When humans choose to protect someone, they do it fully. They do not ask what they gain. Lyra listened closely. They will suffer for strangers, the alien princess continued. They will stand against impossible odds. And they will never abandon those who trust them. Lyra whispered, even if it costs them everything? Especially then, the alien princess replied. She turned away, her voice lowering. I have seen humans break under pain, but I have never seen them break a promise. Lyra felt her heart beat faster. A screen lit up beside them. Old recordings appeared, human ships forming a shield around refugee transports. Human soldiers standing in ruins, wounded but unbroken. These moments, the alien princess said, are why the galaxy fears them. Lyra watched silently. Other species obey law because of punishment, the alien princess said. Humans obey something deeper. What? Lyra asked. Choice. Lyra thought of her own decision. To leave her empire. To risk everything. The ship suddenly trembled. Warning lights flashed red. A human voice echoed through the deck. Unknown fleet detected. Not attacking, yet. The alien princess's eyes sharpened. They are watching. Lyra felt fear rise, but she did not step back. Are we in danger? She asked. Yes, the alien princess said honestly. Lyra took a breath. Then I will face it. The alien princess studied her again. Slowly, she nodded. You already understand humanity more than many rulers, she said. Another message arrived. Human command requested permission to escort them personally. They do not trust machines with lives, the alien princess explained. Only people, Lyra smiled faintly. That sounds like them. The ship changed course. Ahead, human vessels appeared, strong, worn, and ready. Lyra felt something shift inside her. As the ships aligned. The alien princess spoke one last warning. If you choose humanity, she said, you will never be a symbol again. You will be a responsibility. Lyra looked at the human ships. That is what I want. The alien princess said nothing but inside. She knew. The unspoken law had already taken hold. Far away. Hidden fleets powered their weapons. and the galaxy prepared to test humanity's promise. Asterisk, the human ships formed a silent wall in space. They did not shine with gold or bright energy shields. Their hulls were scarred, dark and worn. Each mark told a story of survival. To many alien leaders watching from afar, they looked crude. To the alien princess, they looked unbreakable. Her ship slowed as it entered the formation. Human escort. Vessels moved smoothly, taking positions without commands being spoken aloud. They trusted each other. That alone was rare in the galaxy. Lyra stood beside the alien princess, watching the human fleet. Her hands were calm now. Fear still lived inside her, but it no longer ruled her. A transmission request appeared. The alien princess accepted it. A human officer appeared on the screen. He wore a simple uniform, no symbols of rank shining on his chest. His face was tired, but his eyes were steady. "Welcome," he said. "You are safe here." Lyra felt something tighten in her chest. Safe, not honored, not controlled. Safe. The alien princess nodded. "You understand what you are accepting?" The officer met her gaze. "Yes." "You are placing yourselves between her and the galaxy," she said. "Yes," he repeated. "And if war comes?" The officer did not hesitate. "Then it comes." The transmission ended. Lyra exhaled slowly. No threats. No promises of victory. Only truth. The alien princess turned to her. "You can still turn back." Lyra shook her head. "I already chose." The human fleet began to move, guiding them toward a nearby station. It was not grand. It was practical. Metal halls. Simple. Lights. People working, talking, living. Humans waited inside, not soldiers in formation, but doctors, engineers, and officers standing together. No one bowed. That surprised Lyra. A human woman stepped forward. "I am Commander Halle," she said. "You are welcome here." She looked at Lyra directly, not at her title. At her face. "We will protect you," Halle continued. "But you will live as one of us." Lyra nodded. "That is all I ask." The alien princess watched closely. This was the moment that mattered. A sudden alarm rang through the station. Commander Hale's expression changed instantly. Multiple warp signatures. An officer called out. Unknown fleets, surrounding the sector. Screens lit up around the room. Ships appeared, many of them. Too many. Lyra felt fear return like a wave. "They followed us," she whispered. "Yes," Halle said calmly. "We expected that." The alien princess turned sharply. "You knew this would happen." "Yes," Halle replied. "That is why we agreed." Outside, enemy ships moved into attack positions. A message broke through all channels. "This is a warning," an alien voice said. "Return the royal heir or be erased." Silence followed. Lyra stepped forward. "I will go back," she said. Quietly. "I will not let humans burn for me." Commander Halle turned to her. "That is not your decision anymore." Lyra froze. "You chose us," Halle said. "Now we choose you." The alien princess felt a deep shift inside her. This was humanity's law, unspoken, unbreakable. The human fleet moved. Ships took defensive positions without panic. No shouting, no chaos. Only calm action. A human officer spoke into the channel. "She stays." Enemy fleets hesitated. "You will start a war," the alien voice warned. Halle answered simply. "Then you will finish it." Weapons powered down. On the enemy ships, not because humans threatened them, but because they believed them. The silence that followed was heavier than any explosion. Slowly, one by one, enemy ships withdrew. Lyra's knees weakened. She had not realized how close she had come to losing everything. The alien princess looked at the humans with new understanding. They had not won by force. They had won by refusing to step aside. Lyra turned toward the stars. Beyond the station window. Her old life was gone. A new one had begun, and across the galaxy, rulers whispered the same truth in fear and awe. Humanity had made its choice. The galaxy did not forgive humanity for that moment of defiance. News spread faster than ships could travel. Across star systems, rulers watched the recordings again and again. A human commander standing calm, a royal heir choosing freely. Enemy. Fleets retreating without a single shot. To many empires. This was not peace, it was danger. Within days, alliances formed in secret. Old enemies shook hands. Ancient grudges were set aside. Not to fight each other, but to stop humanity before it was too late. On the human station, life continued quietly. That was what surprised Lyra the most. There were no celebrations. No proud speeches. Humans repaired ships, checked systems, shared meals. Children laughed in the corridors. Engineers argued over small problems. Life moved on, as if the galaxy was not preparing to burn. Lyra walked through the station with the alien princess beside her. "They are afraid," Lyra said softly. "Yes," the alien princess replied. "And fear makes rulers cruel." A warning. Siren echoed through the station, not loud, not panicked. Just clear. Incoming fleets. This time, they were not hiding. Screens across the station showed the truth. Hundreds of ships, many flags. Many empires. A human officer spoke calmly. All non-combat personnel moved to safe zones. Lyra felt her chest tighten. "This is because of me." The alien princess stopped walking. She turned and placed a hand on Lyra's shoulder. "No," she said firmly. "This is because of humanity." Lyra did not understand. "They are not attacking to take you," the alien princess continued. "They are attacking because humans stood their ground." Lyra looked back at the screens. Human ships moved into position. Not aggressively, defensively. "They are outnumbered," Lyra whispered. "Yes," the alien princess said. "That has never stopped them." But transmission cut through all channels. "This is the United Fleets," an alien voice declared. "Humanity has crossed a line. Release the royal heir and submit to inspection." On the command deck, Commander Holly listened without expression. Her reply was simple. "No." The word echoed across space. Lyra's breath caught. Enemy fleets advanced. Human ships did not rush forward. They formed layers. Shields overlapped. Smaller ships protected larger ones. No ship stood alone. The first shots came from the enemy, space. Lit up with fire. Human shields held. Explosions rocked the station. Lyra was thrown to the floor. Alarms rang louder now. Smoke filled the air. She pushed herself up, heart racing. "Why are they still here?" she cried. "They could run." Commander Holly looked at her. "We don't leave people behind." The alien princess watched the battle unfold with sharp eyes. Humans fought differently. They did not chase kills. They blocked paths. They disabled engines. They pulled damaged enemy ships away from the fight. They are trying to stop the war. Lyra realized. "Yes," the alien princess said. By surviving it, enemy commanders grew desperate. Their attacks became wild, uncontrolled. That was their mistake. Human ships adapted, changed patterns, covered weaknesses. Hours passed. Then something unexpected happened. An enemy ship sent a distress signal. It was heavily damaged, power failing, crew trapped. Lyra looked at the screen in shock. "They are the enemy." Commander Holly did not hesitate. "Send rescue teams." Lyra stared at her. "They tried to kill us." "Yes," Holly said. "And now they need help." The alien princess felt something shift deep inside her. Human rescue ships moved out, shields raised, weapons cold. Enemy fleets slowed. Confusion spread. Why would humans save them? A message came through from one of the attacking fleets. "Why?" The alien voice asked. Holly answered honestly. Because if we stop being human, we lose. Silence followed. Slowly, enemy ships powered down their weapons. One by one, they pulled back. The battle ended not with victory cries, but with exhausted relief. Lyra sank into a chair, shaking. They chose mercy, she whispered. They always do, the alien princess replied. Across the galaxy, rulers watched the final moments of the battle, humans standing among wreckage, helping enemies survive. That day, fear changed, not into trust, but into understanding. Humanity was not a force to control, it was a force to reckon with, and the galaxy knew this was not the end, that was only the beginning. The stars looked different. After the battle, debris drifted slowly through space, silent reminders of how close the galaxy had come to destroying itself. Human ships moved carefully among the wreckage, pulling survivors from broken hulls. There were no victory songs, no loud cheers, only quiet voices and steady hands. Lyra stood at the wide window of the station, watching it all. She felt older. Somehow, not because she had seen death, but because she had seen mercy. Behind her, the alien princess entered the room. She walked slowly, as if carrying the weight of many years. You understand now, the alien princess said. Lyra nodded. Yes, she turned. The galaxy fears humans because it does not understand them. That is true, the alien princess replied. But fear was not the reason your mother chose them. Lyra waited. The alien princess moved closer to the window. Long before you were born, I saw humanity at its weakest. Lyra listened closely. They had lost a war, the alien princess continued. Their worlds were damaged. Their fleets were broken. Many believed they would disappear. She paused. Instead, they rebuilt others before themselves. Lyra felt her chest tighten. They sent aid to species who had once attacked them, the alien princess said. Not for reward. Not for power. Why? Lyra asked softly. Because someone had to choose to be better, the alien princess replied. Lyra looked back at the human ships. Engineers worked beside alien survivors. No one asked who had fired first. That was the answer. A message arrived on Lyra's personal console. From the Empress. Lyra hesitated before opening it. My daughter, her mother's voice said, calm but tired. I have watched everything. Lyra swallowed. You were right to choose, the Empress continued. Humanity did not protect you because of my power. They protected you because you asked nothing in return. Lyra felt tears form. I am proud of you, the Empress said. And I am afraid for the galaxy. The message ended. Lyra closed her eyes. She knew, Lyra whispered. She knew this would happen. Yes, the alien princess said. That is why she asked me, and why she accepted the risk. Lyra turned. Will the galaxy ever trust humans? The alien princess considered the question. Trust comes later, she said. First comes choice. At that moment, Commander Halle entered the room. We are receiving transmissions, she said. Many of them. From who? Lyra asked. From empires that attacked us, Halle replied. They are asking for talks. Lyra looked surprised. After everything, Halle nodded. They lost more than ships today. They lost their certainty. The alien princess smiled faintly. The galaxy was learning. Lyra took a deep breath. What happens to me now? Halle answered gently. You stay, not as a prisoner, not as a symbol. Then what am I? Lyra asked. A voice, Halle said. Between worlds. Lyra felt fear and purpose rise together. Outside, the last enemy ship jumped away, disappearing into light. The alien princess watched it go. The galaxy will tell stories about today, she said. Some will call humans dangerous. And some will call them heroes, Lyra said. No, the alien princess replied. They will call them something else. She turned to Lyra. unavoidable. Lyra smiled sadly. She looked once more at the stars. Her life had changed forever, but not because she was forced, because she chose, and humanity chose her back. Far across the galaxy, children would grow up hearing this story, not of conquest, not of kings, but of a species that refused to rule through fear, and changed the stars by standing their ground. And that was why humanity was chosen.